Nigerians have cast their vote for the new president in what can be seen as Africa's largest democratic exercise. Nigeria will choose a successor to President Muhammadu Buhari, who is stepping down after 8 years. The polls come amid ongoing voting for representatives of the country's parliament. In a country of 200 million people, only 93 million are eligible to head to the polling booths, and 87 million people hold a permanent voter card, the main requirement to cast a ballot. Officials say that voters in line to vote were allowed to cast even after closing time.
I voted as early as 9 o'clock, and I'm the first person to vote in my own polling unit, and the exercise is running smoothly. There is no any problem. All the voters are cooperating. The workers of the INEC are doing their work. The security agents are available, controlling the situation.
18 candidates are on the ballot for Nigeria's top position. One of the key contenders is Nigeria's All Progressives Congress, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Up next is main opposition leader and former Vice President Atiku Abubakar from the People's Democratic Party. The third strongest candidate in line is Labour Party's Peter Obi. In the race to become next president, a candidate must get more than 50% votes, but also win 25% of votes in 2/3 of Nigeria's 36 states. Over the last 2 decades, Nigeria has witnessed a decreasing trend in voter turnout. While 2003 saw a turnout of 69% voters, the last elections in 2019 saw a mere turnout of about 35%. Now, for more on this, our correspondent Louisa Alani joins us live from Lagos. Hello to you, Louisa. Now, Africa's biggest democratic exercise underway. What has the voter turnout been like in this election?
Well, it's been interesting. For some parts of the country, voter turnout was quite low, but a better part of it, we saw Nigerians coming out en masse more than ever before to cast their vote. Voting has been concluded in some parts of the country, while we still have others ongoing. We heard earlier on about skirmishes of violence here and there from some parts of the state, and the report has gotten to the INEC headquarters, the situation room. The INEC umpire, Yakub, just finished a press briefing, and he has assured all other polling units that still have loads and loads of voters yet to cast their votes. He has assured that everybody will be attended to. As we speak, the voting polling units close to me here, they've started counting, and just by the side, the Labour Party is having a lead here. Results have been coming from here and there, but no one is allowed to announce officially the outcome of any result. It must come from the INEC office officially. We hope that by the end of the day, votes will be concluded in every part of the 36 states of the Federation, including the FCT, and then max by tomorrow, we should be hearing some sort of results. But there are some places where votes have been suspended due to some violent actions. The INEC umpire has also assured that voting should be put to a stop and will resume later on. But all in all, kudos have been given to the INEC officials for the peaceful conduct so far in most parts of the state. We hope that the peaceful transition is what all electorates seek at this point.
Absolutely, Louisa. Nigeria has a long history of electoral fraud. How are the concerns for that in this poll?
I need to take that again.
I'll repeat. So, Nigeria has a long history of electoral fraud. What are the levels of concern of electoral fraud in this poll?
Well, if you've been following the course of the campaign, one of the reasons why the Naira redesign policy came to be was to curb fraud, aside also having to tackle, the value of the Naira and all of that. That was one of the reasons why that Naira redesign policy came to be, though it came with its own hardship for the electorate. But we still see cases of electoral fraud. I mean, vote buying, but not in the kind of volume that we used to see. So I would say at some point that policy actually did help. But again, we're looking at electorates, especially the young ones that are hell-bent on coming out to cast their vote for the candidate of their choice. And that's what's responsible for the huge number of people you still see, despite the heavy sun and rain that even came at some point in the course of the day. They are ready to ensure that their votes count. You can see the loud rejoicing here. A particular candidate has been declared winner in this polling unit, and the rejoicing is much. We have about 476 against the Labour Party here. But again, all eyes are on other parts of the polling unit for the eventual outcome at the end of the day.
Right, Louisa, thank you very much for bringing us all the latest coming out of Nigeria. WION, now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.